Hello and welcome to another tutorial on my channel Create by Kay. Today I will show you how to make a bag. All I need is two pieces like this one and then just one piece like this one. I'll show you first how to make this piece. My hook size is 3.5 millimeter. I start with a magic ring. Grab the yarn, pull through, and now I need to chain one. I go into the ring, grab the yarn, two loops, grab the yarn, pull through. That's a single crochet, and now I chain one. And I have my first double crochet. Yarn over, and I go back into the ring with one more double crochet. Have two double crochet. I chain two. Yarn over, I go into the ring with two double crochet. One. And two. Again I chain two. I go into the ring with two double crochet. Chain two. I repeat the two double crochet, chain two, two double crochet, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I chain two. And now I need to go with my hook right here where is my second double crochet. My first double crochet is chain, single crochet, and one chain, so I need to go right there. I grab this loop, pull through, and now with this loop I do like this. I close my magic ring. Now I go with my yarn over like this first, and then I go with my hook back on that loop. So where is my second loop on double crochet? I go on that loop, grab the yarn, pull through. I have two loops. Now I grab the yarn, pull through. That's my single crochet, and I chain one, and I have a double crochet. I yarn over and I go into the two space, chain two space with a double crochet. I chain two, yarn over, and I go back with another double crochet. Yarn over, and I go with a double crochet on the first double crochet right here, and then one more to the next one. Then again into the space I go with one double crochet. I chain two and one more double crochet, and again I go with one double crochet right here, another double crochet right there. Into the space I repeated one double crochet, chain two, one double crochet. I made in the two chain space the one double crochet, chain two, one double crochet, and now I need to go right here on this stitch and make one double crochet. Yarn over, I go somewhere like this and make a double crochet, because if I look between this space and that space I have 4 double crochet, 4 double crochet, 4 double crochet, 4 double crochet, 4 double crochet. So between the space right here I need 4 double crochet as well. Now I go with my hook, which is the second double crochet right there, grab the loop and I pull through. Now I do the same thing, make this loop a large loop, and then I pull through like this. And now I repeat again what I just did. I go like this and I yarn over on my hook, then I go back where is the where I connect them, so it's right here. I make a single crochet, then I chain one. Now I move to the 2 chain space with 1 double crochet, chain 2 and 1 more double crochet. And now I go in the next 4 stitches with 1 double crochet, to the 2 chain space, 1 double crochet, chain 2 and 1 double crochet, and again to the 4 stitches, 1 double crochet, then to the space, 1 double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet. And if I count my stitches from here to here, I have 6 double crochet, and then from here to here again 6 double crochet, so 6 double crochet, and here I need to have 6 double crochet, so I have 1 2 3 4 5, and I see there is this stitch with I need to go and make 1 double crochet, so I go right there and make 1 double crochet to have 6 of them right here. And now where is my second double crochet? I go with my hook right there, grab this loop and pull through. Then I do like this and I pull through right there. And now I will keep going, so all the time I will yarn over and I go right here where is my last double crochet, and then I have the 2 chain space where I go with 1 double crochet, chain 2, another 1 double crochet, and I do like this. So I'll count the rounds. I have round 1, round 2, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then if I count my stitches from this hole to that hole, I have 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18 20, so 20 in each triangle. And I will make 2 pieces like this one. And now I'll show you how to do this piece. I start with a magic ring. I pull through right there 1 loop. Now I chain, I chain 1 and then I go into the ring. I have 2 loops and I make a single crochet right there, and then I chain 1 and I have my first double crochet. Now I go and make 3 more double crochet into the ring. I have 4 double crochet. Now I chain 2 and I go with 4 more double crochet. I chain 2, and again I go with 4 more double crochet 2 more times. I made 1, 2, 3 and 4. I chain 2, and now I go with my hook, or is my second double crochet right there, grab the yarn, well actually the loop, and I pull through. And I do the same, I make this loop large, and then I do like this. Now I close my magic ring. I yarn over, and I go right here, or is this stitch. I make a single crochet and I chain 1, and then I go to the next 2 stitches with a 1 double crochet. Now into the 2 chain space I go with 2 double crochet, I chain 2, and I go back with 2 more double crochet. And then into the next 4 stitches 1 double crochet. And I repeat into the space 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then into the next 4 stitches 1 double crochet. And if I count between this space and that space, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So right here I need to have 8 as well. So 2, 4, 6, 7. That means this stitch right here I need to go and make a double crochet. And I have 8, and now I go to the second double crochet, grab this loop, pull through, and then again I make sure I know what stitch I went, so I'll go on that one to have my first double crochet, and then into the next 3 stitches double crochet into the space, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and repeat. And I will need to go on this stitch with my last double crochet, so all the time I count them, and how many I have here I need to have them here as well. At the end I will have, I made 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rounds, and between this space and that space I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. So 20 in each triangle. So I have 1 piece like this and 2 like this. So what I do next is I do this in this way, okay, and then I do the same with the other piece. I put them like this together, and then with this one in a half, and then I will add it over here. Now I turn my pieces in the same way, but I want them to be in the back side when I connect them. And I start first with the two of them. Now I go right here where is the 2 chain space, and I go on my first chain, but only on the front loop, and then to the 2 chain space from the other piece I go, this is the first chain, that's the second, so I go into the first chain with the back loop. I grab the yarn, pull through. Now this little yarn, I grab it and pull through right here. Then now I go back on that loop and I move to the next chain, front loop only, and back loop from the other part. Grab the yarn, if I can, grab the yarn, and I make a slip stitch right here. And now I go in each loop, front loop from my stitches from this side and back loop from my stitches from the other side, and make slip stitches. So front loop, then I go back loop, grab the yarn and make the slip stitch. Front loop, back loop, and slip stitch. Again, front loop, back loop, slip stitch. And like this all the way. I have my last stitch to make, so front loop, back loop, and slip stitch. Now I'm right here, or is the 2 chain space, so I go on my first chain space, back loop, and then first chain from the other side, back loop, make the slip stitch. Now I grab the other piece and I need to connect this one. So I go on my second chain, back loop only this one, I'm not going on that part. And then I take this piece and I don't go to the first one, I go to the second one, back loop to the second chain, grab the yarn, and I make the slip stitch. And then I keep going, front loop, back loop, and connect them together. I'm right here, or is the 2 chain space, so I go to the front loop and back loop to the first chain, and now to the second chain, front and back loop, and then to my stitches, front and back loop, let me see, okay. And now I need to keep going until I'm right here of my 2 chain space. I'm of my 2 chain space, and what I do is I go on my first chain, front loop, and then back loop on the other side. I chain 1 and I will cut my yarn right here. And what I do now is I start from this side and I go down, and then on this side it's in the same way I start this part, this side. I'll do it right here. Now I will go right here where is my first double crochet in both loops, grab the yarn, pull through. Now I go to the next stitch in both loops, grab the yarn, and I make a slip stitch, and I do like this in each stitch. Both loops, slip stitch, both loops, slip stitch. I have one more stitch, so I go in both loops and make the slip stitch, and now I'm at the 2 chain space and 2 chain space where I skip them and I move to the next first stitch from the other side, both loops, and make a slip stitch, and again in each stitch make a slip stitch. Now I'm right here at the 2 chains I just did the last double crochet. So what I do is I go on this first chain in both loops and make a slip stitch, and then I go with my hook just like this and make one more slip stitch. Then I go to the next stitch with slip stitch, and then to the next ones, and I repeat everything I did right here in the other side. I just made the 2 slip stitches into my two chain space, and I cut my yarn, and now I go right here where is my first slip stitch, but I do it from this side in both loops. I grab the yarn and pull through, and now from that side as well I go right here where is my last slip stitch, grab the yarn and I pull through. For my handle, what I do is I take the yarn and I will go like this, but of course it's gonna be longer than what I'm showing now, and then I take this part and go again right here, and then one more time, so I will have 4 of them together. And then I take a bigger size of hook. Mine is 5.5 millimeter. I wanted the 5, but I couldn't find. So I go right here, and then I go and grab the yarn and I pull through. I have a circle right here where I go with my hook. I grab the yarn, pull through. I have 2 loops on my hook, grab the yarn and I pull through the 2 loops. Now I go on this loop like this, grab the yarn, pull through, 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through. And again, all the time I make sure this loop is longer, and I go to that loop and pull through another loop. Make sure both of them are the same high. Grab the yarn, pull through, lose the loop, go on that loop again. Make sure they're the same high, pull through.